Humans are biologically wired to hunt for three specific things: salt, fat, and a satisfying crunch. For most of our evolution, finding those traits meant survival. Today, it usually just means a trip to the vending machine. When you grab a handful of traditional snacks like potato chips, your body goes to work immediately. Within minutes of hitting your digestive tract, those highly processed carbohydrates are broken down and flushed directly into your bloodstream as simple sugars. This chart shows exactly what happens next. You get a sharp spike in blood glucose. That's the quick burst of energy you feel right after eating. But the body panics and overcorrects, triggering a massive insulin dump to clear the sugar out. The result is a steep crash that leaves you exhausted and hungrier than before you started. In response, we often reach for healthy alternatives, but they come with their own catches. A small bowl of almonds carries an extremely high caloric density. And microwave popcorn is frequently coated in inflammatory fats to make it palatable. Finding a snack that hits those ancient evolutionary cravings, something salty, crunchy, and deeply satisfying, while remaining completely metabolically stable, seems biologically impossible under the rules of the modern food industry. But there is a biological outlier that bypasses those rules entirely, and it is quietly disrupting modern dietary science. It's called Makhana. Despite its light, airy crunch, Makhana isn't a puffed grain or a corn derivative. It is actually the popped seed of the Euryale, a specific species of water lily. These seeds are cultivated in natural, still water environments. Before they are harvested, dried, and popped under high heat, they grow submerged beneath these broad, textured green lily pads, anchored by distinct spiky purple flowers. When you isolate the properties of this ancient aquatic seed, you find a profile so unique it forces nutritionists to completely rethink the physiological limits of a snack food. To understand exactly how it works, we have to look at a clinical metric used by nutritionists called the glycemic index, or GI. This is a scale that measures how rapidly a specific food destabilizes your blood sugar. This comparative bar chart lays out the stark biochemical contrast. On the left, you see the towering GI scores of standard snacks like potato chips and pretzels. On the right is Makhana, registering a much lower, stable GI score. The reason for that low score is structural. Makhana is built from a specific ratio of complex carbohydrates and dietary fiber. Instead of flooding your system all at once, this tightly bound matrix takes the body a long time to break down, resulting in a slow, metered release of energy. But stable blood sugar is only half the equation. Makhana's second distinct metabolic advantage is its unusually high protein content relative to its feather-light weight. This specific amino acid profile physically interacts with your gut, triggering the release of satiety hormones. These hormones send signals of fullness directly to your brain. Because of the seed's high volume, it achieves this on a fraction of the calories you would consume from roasted almonds or peanuts. In a way, eating Makhana effectively hacks the human digestive system. It delivers the immediate, physical satisfaction of junk food, but leaves a remarkably minimal caloric and insulin footprint behind. Beyond the standard macronutrients of protein and carbs, the seed carries an invisible payload of micronutrients, starting with a remarkably high concentration of magnesium. A dense supply of magnesium is crucial for biological maintenance. The body requires it constantly to regulate cardiovascular health, keep a steady heartbeat, and ensure proper nerve transmission throughout your system. Yet the seed's most potent hidden component is a powerful natural flavonoid known as camphorol. This visualization illustrates how these specific molecules operate inside the body, actively intercepting and neutralizing erratic, damaging particles known as oxidative stress. Clinically, neutralizing those erratic particles pays real dividends. By suppressing cellular damage, camphorol actively reduces internal inflammation, a process heavily linked to slowing down overall biological aging. The combination of magnesium and flavonoids transforms this snack into a highly active tool for daily preventative health. It's easy to get caught up in marketing hype, but Makhana is better understood strictly as a scientifically optimized tool for everyday dietary management. Consistently relying on this seed provides compounding long-term metabolic benefits. This is highly effective for demographics actively managing their weight, or for diabetics who need reliable ways to keep their glucose levels steady. This graph visualizes the outsized impact of a dietary microhabit. Swapping just one daily empty-calorie snack for a nutrient-dense option creates a massive positive divergence in your metabolic health when stretched over months and years. We are biologically hardwired to crave snacks, but the ultimate answer to managing those cravings doesn't come from a laboratory, and it doesn't come from a potato field. It comes from the biology of an ancient aquatic seed.